Hey man, say man, it's your boy Big Dreams. Welcome back to the channel. Before we carry on any further with this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell, set it to all. We is back with another banger video, back with another reaction video. Man, and today, y'all see the screen, we are reacting to 1090 Jake on Lil Durk. I don't think he'll beat his murder case. I hope he survives prison. Part 9, Vladtv, Djvlad. We finna dig in here and see what's going on. I'm not going to make the opening of this video too long. All I ask is that y'all smash that like button so this video can ring higher in the algorithm. Go crazy in the comments. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, man, subscribe. That's all I ask. We finna go ahead and dig in, man.
Yeah, look, I was on DJ Academic's show yesterday, and we were talking about the new Lil Durk album, right? And I'm like, I like the album. Right, I know me and Durk had problems with me, whatever else, but I'm like, I like the album. I thought it was a good album. He's like, no, it was a cool album, but it didn't have that edge that we were all waiting for from Durk, where he's like dissing his ops and he's like putting all the stuff in there and code, and he calls it indictment music, essentially, right? And if have you heard the new Lil Durk album?
No.
Okay, so I mean, look, I'm a Lil Durk fan, so I listened to it. It was a cool album, and there were certain words that were taken out of certain songs. You could tell, like his legal department went through and was like, okay, take this out, take this out, take this out. The part that kind of made me jump a little bit when I heard it, there was a song called Monitoring Me, where there's a line that said, I don't even got to pay an N-word to do nothing. I got killers, all my friends. And I'm like, yo, why is this on the album? And I guess academics, told me that song had already been released before. So at that point, this was probably before, it is before he got arrested.
Right.
So at that point, it's like, well, whatever. It's already out there. Let's just put it on because it's not like we can hide the song. But I guess just putting it on and having more emphasis. Like when I heard that, I'm like, you are literally in jail right now for what you just said in this song.
Right.
For what you just said in this song.
But that's the thing, though, is there's two types of people. There's the me and yous who look at it like that's dumb as fuck because everything you just said, you literally spelled it out in the music. And then there's the other group of people that are like, oh, we want to listen to it more because when he says he's with killers, he's really with killers. So it's like that's people like the authenticity even though it's nothing.
You see,
but
listen, I don't care at this point. He already locked up, basically. Why would you sit up here, release an album with a line or a verse? We're going to call it a verse. Why would you release a song with a verse like that up in it? And you know you're going through what you're going through right now. I don't care what my audience think of me. I don't care what my fans think of me. I'm going to still do my job and make sure I don't get myself in deeper trouble while I'm already in trouble. I don't care what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear me dissing my ops and saying I got killers around me, so forth and so on. But look at where I'm at. I don't see none of y'all trying to help me get up out of here. So why am I going to sit up here, say something in the song, and further incriminate myself more than what I already am? Because it's the music that played a portion in all this in the first place. So you mean to tell me I'm going to keep on giving them more and more evidence by putting evidence in the song, quote unquote talking in code? These people got common sense. They know how to figure all that mess out and see what you talking about. I don't care what the fans think, bro. If I'm going to drop an album and still do my job, I'm not finna incriminate myself while I'm already in the worst situation I could possibly be in. Bottom line.
Yeah, look, academics, he knows my background.
That ought to be common sense.
I don't know if I talked about this with you, but me and Durk were hella cool. We did a bunch of interviews. We hung out a little bit. Like, he would hit me up, to get, stories on Vladtv and so forth. Me and his brother, D-Thing, were cool. Everything, right? And then we did an interview, and he had mentioned that, his girl's having a baby, and he asked me to take it out. I told my staff to take it out. They ended up messing up and not taking it out. So he was mad at me over not taking it out. I tried to reach out to him and say, yo, it really was an accident. Like, I wouldn't do this on purpose. Like, Vladtv is not known for breaking baby stories. We have a 95% male audience. My audience doesn't give a shit if you're having a baby or not.
Right.
And it's definitely not something I would wreck a relationship over. But he was just mad at me, so I think on a couple of his albums he said like "fuck Vlad" or some shit like that. Whatever. I don't really give a shit. But academics asked me, do I think that Durk is going to beat this case? And I said it completely depends on his co-defendants. If they testify against him, he's cooked.
Yeah.
If everyone stays quiet, he'll be good, but it's a little hard for the actual shooters that have been caught, that are confirmed that they're the shooters, to just say, yeah, I'll do life in prison. Like, okay, no problem.
All it takes is for them to say, we gonna give you a life sentence if you don't tell us what we need to know. And boom, a whole lot of this. It's a federal case. It's a federal case. What do you expect? What do you expect? You think, and I would hope that the dudes wouldn't sit up there and keep their mouth shut trying to protect him because he the bad getter. I don't care. You do the crime, you do the time. I don't care who he is. You do the crime, you do the time. I don't care who you is. Shoot, I know if it was me and you get life if you don't tell us what we need to know. Hey, I'm telling you everything you need to know. Just so I won't get life. I might still get some time, but it ain't life. Y'all might even let me out. Guess what? I'm still gonna tell. Even though that ain't no outcome for him, I hope not. But still, that's a slim chance to none that people gonna stay quiet in a situation like that, bro. It's a fair case, bro. All it takes is for them folks to, hey, well, you got this if you don't tell us what we need to know. Or you got this, or all y'all got this, or y'all gonna be charged with this, or you understand what this means, so forth, so on, bro. In that case, bro, he is cooked. I'm going to say he cooked either way, bro. Because it's a slim chance to none, like I said, if they don't talk. It's a slim chance to none if they don't talk. And even if they do, or even if they don't, he's still cooked, bro. It's a fair case. Like,
I think the question shouldn't be, will he beat it? I think the question should be, will he survive it?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't necessarily think you're just beating a Fed case like that. I think there's going to be a difference where, 5 years, yeah, you'll survive that. 10 years, you'll survive that. A fucking 80-year sentence plus life, you're not making it, So I think the question should really be, will he survive the case and beat the case? Because what history is there of people beating a case like this and just flat out beating it? I don't know anybody.
At the fair level, most definitely.
It's a sad thing to fucking think about, but this ain't a state case, and this is people flew to another state to murder somebody. There's a lot of shit involved in this.
Right.
Well, yeah, because this is a completely premeditated situation. At any point, he could have been like, "Nah, I'm good." If he actually did order this hit, he could have been like, "Nah, never mind. Just enjoy LA. We're not doing none of this shit."
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll pay for your hotel rooms. I'll rent you guys some cars, whatever. Just hang out. We'll go back to Chicago.
And I mean, I'll be honest. I think that's also why you're important. Your circle is important because, somebody can make a video on me, right? And I get pissed off. I could think some crazy shit in my head. But I don't have anybody around me that's going to gas me up. So it's like, yeah, if you're bragging about you're around all these killers and then somebody disses you, all these killers are going to be like, man, what's up? I want a new Rolex. Just give me a Rolex. I'll go knock them off.
Right.
Just fly me over there. I'm going to make it happen. So it's like, it isn't just him. It's the influence around him. It's to handle shit like this.
Young people ain't thinking like that, though, bro. You got to think. Anytime they feel an ounce of disrespect, everybody's ready to step. Don't nobody know how to let stuff go. And in some cases, I understand, like, you need to address things and you need to handle things. But committing murders and shooting and doing all this and doing all these crimes, bro, that ain't how you handle it, bro. You gonna end up right where they at now, in the Fed's custody. And like I said earlier, even if the co-defendants do talk or even if they don't talk, he's cooked either way. Because even if they don't say nothing, bro, they still got other evidence. His music, probably visual recordings, probably wiretap recordings and everything. I don't know what they got as evidence against the man, but they got evidence, bro. I guarantee you. And it's the biggest thing is that it's a Fed case, bro. That's pretty much the biggest thing. Cause when you think of it, bro, even a top-notch lawyer a whole lot of times ain't getting you completely out of a Fed case the way that Young Thug got out of his state case. That he got lucky with the state case. Durk is at the Fed level, bro. We talking about federal here. So that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different state. And if they do lock him up, bro, and give him a crazy amount of time or life or whatever the case may be, bro, Durk can't be mad at nobody but himself, bro, because you as a grown man had the power to say no. You had the power to change your mind, but you still went through with it. You know you the bad getter, bro. Are these same dudes, if they was to get let go scot-free, all because they snitched on you and put you deeper in the hole, you think these same dudes finna check on your kids? You think these same dudes finna make sure your mama straight? You think they finna make sure your girl straight? They probably gonna be trying to do stuff with your girl. Probably ain't gonna be worried about your kids or nothing like that, bro. And I'm not saying that that's what's gonna happen in his case, but at the same time, bro, just think of how that situation go for a normal person. You get locked up, bro, over some craziness that you did or you orchestrated it, you paid people to do it, and it's a fair case. And let's just say, for example, in which I don't know if it go like this, hey, we'll let you go if you tell us what we need to know. And they tell them what they need to know. And they walking scot-free. Or they got an extremely light sentence. And here you go, 90-something years, whole life sentence. All because they done turned their backs on you, bro. In this situation here, people ain't gonna do nothing but just look out for themselves, bro. And I know that my examples might not be the best examples, but I'm just trying to use as many clear scenarios here as possible to basically just sum it up to say that everybody more than likely gonna look out for their own self here, bro. So I don't even know why Durk would sit up here and even think to incriminate yourself this deep that long ago, all over something that you just should have let go, bro. Let the fans gas your head up. Let your circle gas your head up. And you just go ahead and move. Because you don't want to, quote unquote, seem soft. I would take being called soft and keeping myself out the Fed's possession rather than try to prove a point. And now, I ain't heard nothing about Durk for real since he been locked up. Anytime you hear something about him, it's to bring out new details in his case. You don't hear nothing about Durk no more, for real, for real. He in the Fed's custody. Ain't nobody doggone worried about talking about that man no more. When you gone, bro, folks free you for a week and they ain't talking about you no more. So why even put yourself deeper in that situation, or why even put yourself in that situation to start with? You know what I'm saying?
2012. And you know, the shit plays out how it plays out.
Well, listen, I was talking to Trench's News, who knows all these guys. He told me that Durk was actually scared of some of the people that are around him.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like, me and Durk, we've only DM'd. He shouted me out, whatever. Somebody else that I know has been around him, and they were trying to say, oh, yeah, like, he really ain't, Durk be scared, whatever. But it's just like people be talking. You know what I'm saying? But when you're around people that aren't in the same position as you, they're not going to value life the same way.
Right.
You know, so I'm not saying Durk is scared or nothing like that. He knows he's the fucking money.
Yeah, he the bread getter, bro.
He's the one that made it, not y'all.
And he got to act like the bread getter.
Y'all in the same boat, and the only thing y'all have to offer is violence.
Right.
And it's just, it is what it is.
Right. That's the thing right there, bro. Durk is the bread getter, man. He mess around and these folks throw you in prison for the maximum amount of time that you can get out of your charges. You think these fools finna be worried about you, bro? If they snitch on you and they get a lighter sentence or walk scot-free or whatever the case may be, these fools is not finna worry about you, bro. They don't care about you being the bread getter. Dude just trying to save himself. He trying to get out. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that, bro. I don't judge nobody for what they do wrong, but you got to learn from what you do wrong, man, because one decision can cost you your life and you don't get no second chance from it. You blessed if you get a second chance, but every decision like this that you make, bro, you don't walk out of that scot-free. You don't get a second chance a whole lot of times in situations like this, man. But listen, y'all let me know what y'all think. This is the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that post notification bell, set it to all. All social media links will be in the description. The link to the previous reaction video will be there as well. Follow me on all my social medias. Click the link to the previous reaction video and watch that whole video after you watch this whole video. Don't forget also the link to the second channel is in the description. Go over there, click that link. Subscribe, show love, because y'all will be seeing my face over there from time to time. But listen, I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for showing me love back. And we out this thing, man, for real.